water is refilled, and so is my coffee. Which is probably just as important, really. Hydration? No! What is that? What is hydration without caffeination, all right? It's just, well, probably far better for your health. But hey, I need caffeine, all right? Gosh darn it. We need rupees, too. You got a blue rupee? No, you got a red rupee, and it's worth 20, but it didn't matter. I shouldn't have grabbed it in the first place because we already have a maxed out friggin' wallet. That's not gonna help. Okay. So we can't do anything here. We cannot. We need to grow this somehow, but we need whatever item that this Deku Scrub was talking about. But where is it going to be from? All right, he said that he's got a friend somewhere east in the Trilby Highlands. We didn't go up here, did we? We did not go up here. Okay, well, we'll check this out. Chop some grass, kill some locals, you know, just do as as adventurers will do from time to time. Goodness great. What is an adventure without a little bit of death and destruction along the way, huh? Well, that's just sad. Oh, goodness gracious, you a big one. You've got to have a big grave, so let's get that started already. Will you please? Thank you. Terrifying creatures, really. Goodness gracious. I don't actually know what those are called, and I know a good amount about Zelda fauna. I have the encyclopedia, actually. I need to read that. I bought the encyclopedia. It was like, I don't know, like $60, and I still haven't read it. Isn't that crazy? There's nothing here for us. There's nothing here for us. I mean, we could jump in the friggin' river, but what's that gonna do? Nothing. There's a switch up there, which presumably would cross that or help us cross that. But we don't have any way to get that. Link, as athletic as he is, does not quite have the vertical leap requisite to ascend such heights. Oh, isn't it sad? Goodness gracious, if this wasn't a stream too, this would be where I like skip forward, right? Like the recording process would probably, you know, still take forever because I would spend however long it takes to figure this out because I play blind LPs. That's kind of like the theme of my channel. I just do things I do things for the first time, and if it takes me forever to figure it out, it takes me forever to figure it out, and I edit it down so that it's like palatable. Right now, it's gonna get real unpalatable because I don't know. Can we push this? No, I was really hoping we could push it. It'd be nice if we could grab it too, like pull it back. I feel like this is the place. Oh, hold on. Hold on, I didn't see this. How did I miss this? I've had bombs on the mind this whole time, and I missed a spot where I could use one. Thank goodness, too. Not a moment too soon. We're running out of bombs. We've only got 3 bombs left, and we used one there. We've only got 3 bombs left. Hopefully we don't need any more. Goodness gracious. Are you the friend? Do you have the item? Because gosh darn it, I need to put this seed in your face. Look at me. Blast it over there so I can talk to you. Okay, you got me. I make it up to you. You can have this most deluxe of all bottles for only 20 rupees. What do you say, huh? Sure? You got an empty bottle. Use it to store all sorts of things. Thanks a lot. Okay. We make our money. Dude, you charging stuff? There's friggin' grass out here with dollars in it. Why don't you just start doing that to make your money? Okay. So, apparently, we're looking for an item that's going to help us climb the mountain, and the Deku Scrub said it was their friend, so presumably they meant another Deku Scrub, and we just found a Deku Scrub in the area where the last Deku Scrub said we'd find a Deku Scrub. We're saying Deku Scrub a lot, but Deku Scrub was the one that gave us the instructions to find the Deku Scrub. How is the bottle gonna help us? We gotta water this plant, maybe? I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. Can we scoop water? We cannot scoop water. No can scoop. We can go up here again, but that doesn't help us. Can we scoop water? No can scoop. Maybe if we get closer to this, like this is something here, right? Scoop. Oh yes, it worked. Link, incapable of filling the water. Maybe the pool was just too shallow. We got water here. Dump it on the plant. The miracle of life. Oh, diddly dandy, we figured it out. Look at this, conquering the game's harshest of puzzles at every step of the way. Truly, Link is an astute and established adventurer. There's a giant meatball. Dangerous, no climbing. Yeah, no crap, dude, there's friggin' rocks. I don't want to climb that. You kidding me? I'm gonna break a fingernail, or a forearm, or a face even. I'm gonna break this thing's face too because they are scary and they're jumping on my face. No, thank you. All right, we'll move west, I suppose, since the law says no climbing there. Presumably there's a way to go this direction. Although, there is this wall. There is this wall. And while we've only got 3 bombs, we can use one of them. 1/3 of our bomb capacity goes to this wall. Please be worth it. Please give us something delicious and sweet. I mean, fairies. Fairies are fine, right? You found a fairy. This reliable ally will replenish your life energy. And replenish it does. Let's capture one of these sweethearts. You are now forced to accompany us. Poke holes in the bottle? No, this winged friend will come to your aid if your life energy is depleted. Oh, you'll dump it on the ground and waste it anyways. What am I doing? That means you've got to come with us. All right, now we have our captive fairy. We can now progress deeper into the mountainous region that we find ourselves in. And as mentioned there before, if danger crosses our path, if we get accosted in such a physical manner that sees us dying, that fairy's gonna pop herself out of the bottle and come to our aid. That's quite handy dandy. Far be it from me, to judge someone's choices, but I don't know that if I would, oh goodness gracious. This is a spiky plant. I don't know that if I was captive, that I would be wanting to pop out of any bottle to help anyone, right? You put me in a bottle, I'm gonna stay in that bottle, or I'm gonna leave the bottle of my own volition and not help you out. And these spiky plants can be sucked up. Interesting. Spiky, yet dainty at the same time. Spiky yet fragile. I mean, clearly, what is it? It's asbestos, I guess. Little shards coming out of it. Fascinating. Well, hey, that's just fine. We can get rid of it, and ultimately that's all that matters. I guess this is just to prevent us from possibly coming this way and progressing further prior to completing the last dungeon. I mean, there might have been other things, other, fool safes in the way that would have prevented that from happening, but this seems like one of a chain. We got a sign here, speaking of which. Beware crumbling walls! Blasting strictly prohibited. Blasting. Prohibited, you say? Oh, well, don't mind. I mean, I just so happen to have a couple of non-blasty bombs. It sure would be a shame if one of them, oops, blew up over there. Ooh, hello, what do we have here? What secrets lie in wait? A couple of chews, a trio of chews. It is a crowd in here. You all must perish. Please excuse me. Third boy, come here, third boy. Raise your face, thank you. Meet my blade. There is a ladder, but another chew? Was there always 4, or they just continue to drop? That's weird. I could have sworn there were 3. I see blocks like these, and I just think that I should be able to push them. I should be able to mash my Hylian forehead up against them until they replace themselves in a different location, but apparently that's not the case. So we will just ascend this ladder instead and see, ooh, a crack. That means we can get small. Let's use our final bomb right here. Blow that up so that we can walk over there as a small Link. But first, let's get the money. Everyone knows that we need finances, of course. Link's still gotta pay bills. How do you think he's gonna afford his Crunchyroll subscription, all right? You gotta cost rupees for that. Now that we are nice and minuscule, huh? See what I did there? Huh? Now we can go this way.
So this is perfectly normal looking stone was another portal to the Minish world. There may be other rock portals. Keep your eyes peeled, boy.
I mean, it's relatively normal looking except for the gaping crack and the sparkles emitting from it. I don't know what stones you've looked at, but if that's normal to you, you've seen a number of strange ones. Enemies, hello, see you later. We're just gonna go on by you. No need to get involved in any tussles. All right, goodness gracious, I'm burping on account of the stress you're putting me through. Oh, nope, that's not right. Huh. What do we have here? We have a pool. Can we blow the pool away? Can we suck up all the water? Doesn't look like that's the case. I'm gonna blow a gust at the waterfall just to, cross all of our bases. No, it didn't do anything. All right, well, it seems that we've got no power here, Gandalf the Grey. We've got to head back, and that's fine because there did seem to be a couple more places worth investigating on the ascent up the mountain. So we're not at an impasse just yet. We're not stuck yet. There's plenty of time to get stuck, all right? Goodness gracious knows that I get stuck all the freaking time. I mentioned, doing LPs, that's something that happens, and normally I skip forward. Hopefully it doesn't happen too much more here as we're streaming so that I can keep this all like one coherent thing, especially for like the VOD, because the VODs are, I don't know, interestingly enough, the VODs are getting more viewership than the stream itself. The VODs are getting even more viewership over on YouTube, where maybe you're watching this on YouTube, right? Like, I think the VODs on Twitch get like, I don't know, 30 to 50 views at most, but then on YouTube they get upwards of 3 digits, and I think that's interesting. Either which way, though, you're gonna have to bear with me here as I progress through this and try to figure it out. We don't have any bombs! We don't have any bombs! We can't go in here! We can get in the whirlwind. No, we can't. Okay, we can go to the left. That's fine. There's a, looks to be a purposeful arch. A purposeful opening. Oh, that dude's got a thing to blow at us. Hold on, let's get our shield out real quick so that we might deflect it. And see what you're doing. What's up, buddy?
Okay, you got me. I'll make it up to you by selling you bombs.
What? How is that making it up to me? Is this your business model? You've really got to reevaluate things, man. You're not going to get a whole lot of repeat customers. I can't imagine at least doing things this way. You don't assault your customers and then expect them to buy from you. I mean, I did just get assaulted by you and then purchase from you, but Link is not the norm, all right? Link is not your normal shopper. Link's shopping habits should not be reflected upon the greater population. I don't think you'd find very much success using that as a market study. Not at all. We're finding some success here, utilizing our bombs to blow cracks in the wall, and really I'm glad that dude was there, because I wouldn't have known what to do. We probably would have had to gone back to Hyrule Field, and then presumably, done some more landscaping and chopped some things up until we found bombs. Thankfully, though, like I mentioned, he sold us that so we can suck the mushroom and not what? What kind of crap was that? We missed. What is this? Can we suck this one over? Ah, yes. Ah, yes, you guys suck the distance shroom to release yourself on the other side. That is a little tricksy. What are you? Oh, I remember you. I remember you from Majora's Mask.
Once you've pulled off their iron mask, those guys are no trouble whatsoever.
Ah, that makes sense. We pulled it off in Majora's Mask with the hook shot, but I guess you just suck it off their face, just like my wife and cream cheese. Scrumptiddlyumptious. See you later, Charlie. You've got nothing going on here. And we can't destroy the pots, so we'll just have to suck them up and blast them. Ooh, we got $1 out of that one. It's good we're making our money back because we've actually spent a decent amount of it here today. Rattling all the pots, taking only the closest one to us. We actually destroyed the furthest one there. That was interesting. We do that again? Suck your face off here. Thank you. Good. Come back here. No, no, no. You assaulted me. You don't get to run away. You must perish, all right? Link holds a grudge, and goodness gracious, does he exact his revenge in exhilarating fashion, all right? Payback? Ever heard of it? Link pays back eternally? There could be only death. Excuse me, Chu, you must die too. So, I guess we're gonna have to ride those whirlwinds?
Of course, how silly of me. My boy just jumped into that whirlwind over there for me. I wonder, is this a great idea or a terrible one?
I mean, it looks to be like what we need to do, so jump in it, and we can float. I mean, our floating is, we gotta float to this one. Golly gee, Bill, I barely made it. We gotta come backwards. Come backwards, come this way, so we can get over there. Perfect. It was a little janky, to be honest with you. It wasn't super user-friendly, but it worked. It worked, and now we can see where, Zelda gliders, now kind of a mainstay, really, any sort of like gliding ability. Ever since Wind Waker, I think? I don't even remember, man. It's been so long since I played it. But it's a chief mechanic in Breath of the Wild, that's for freaking certain. And probably it will be a chief mechanic as well in Tears of the Kingdom when that comes out here in just under 2 months. Which I can't freaking wait for. I know I already mentioned that a time or two, but goodness gracious, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention my excitement at every passing moment. Is this a Minish thing? Can we change here? No. Interesting. Can we bomb a hole in the ground? I mean, that'd be pretty neat, too. Not as exciting, I suppose, as transforming, but it transforms the land? No, that's not it. Okay, well, we're just going to have to suck up some more asbestos over here, and then we'll be able to go over to Oh, no, that definitely has to be a Minish thing. Why is it not triggering for us? That's weird, because look at this right here. You can only climb that if you're a little hobbit. We haven't hobbified ourselves just yet because we've got to get in the crack. But maybe we got to go this way instead. Ah, yes, look at that. There indeed is a crack. Maybe we can fall into that as a little boy. Let's check out over here first. We kind of skipped up this. We didn't check this area out. At the very least, we can suck up some asbestos, kill some of the locals, engage ourselves in some friendly banter with them, of course, naturally. Really, this is all a gentleman's game. They wouldn't be here. They wouldn't be assaulting travelers if they didn't know what they're getting themselves into, all right? Feel bad for the locals. Mind you, I'm no hunter. I cannot really kill anything. I have a hard time killing insects and spiders I find in my house. I don't ever do it. I just release them outside. But in a video game, that's a whole different story, baby. I'm going to eliminate them because that's what they crave. Let's shrink up. That's exactly what Link craves here, so that we can go over to the right there and ascend that little rope and get into the crack in the wall. Maybe the crack in the ground, too, to be honest with you. But I'm going to do the crack in the wall first, because if we can slip into the one that's on the ground, I have to imagine that that's going to be a little bit less forgiving in the way of an exit. You know what I'm saying? Like this one in the wall definitely looks like you can exit. The one on the ground, you might be stuck there. We might have to find a way out somewhere, and I don't necessarily know that that's something I want to do just yet. I don't necessarily know that I want to fall in the pit either. Goodness me! You heinous flies, get out of here. Ah, I did it. Myself a... golly gee williker. All right, that's enough. No more falling into pits. No more falling into pits. Let's play this very calm and collected, like, just go down very purposefully, hugging the edge ever so tightly in an effort to not perish or utilize the help of our fairy friend just yet. I had hoped to save the fairy for, like, I don't know, a fight? But look at this, we get a chest. Oh, you got a kingstone piece. Okay, well, that's exciting, I suppose. So far, the only reward we've gotten for a kingstone piece has been a piece of heart, though. And while pieces of heart are handy-dandy, they help you expand your overall HP, your heart containers, they help you stay alive longer, they're not as exciting as, like, an item would be. You know what I'm saying? Like a usable item, like a weapon or a utensil of some sorts. And by utensil, I don't mean like chopsticks or something. I mean like, like the blowy vac here or something. But I guess those things are traditionally only found inside of dungeons, and that, while kind of dungeon-esque in theme, was not actually a dungeon itself. However, this little hole might be, probably not, but might be. Oh, and there's a ladder here. We could come back out. Let's just check this dude's chest before we talk to him. You got a kinstone piece? Look at that. We'll just take your stuff. Water is life for Crenel beans. The blue beans grow when you pour water on them, but the green beans like Mount Crenel mineral water. Mount Crenel water can be found only in a spring here on Mount Crenel. Well, really, the spring is closer to the base of Mount Crenel. Oh, is that what we grabbed water from? It didn't look like a spring. It looked kind of like like a river. That would be kind of lame, to be honest with you. Hold on, can we go this way now? We can hurt ourselves as well, but we can go this way, can't we? Yes, we can. Oh, no, more parasites. Parasitic flies, no thank you. Do not hurt me. I've only got one heart left, and I'd very much like to maintain that. You know what I'm saying? I want to keep myself at least with one heart to spare. There's a big old seed. I guess we gotta bring the water. We gotta bring the mineral water to it, right? And the water can only be found at the base. I think it is the water that we used. I don't remember if it was a blue one or if it was a green one that we watered at the very base when we first began our ascent, but I think it was a blue one. I think it was a blue one. Maybe we haven't seen the spring yet. But I feel like they would tell us the spring is close by if it was, relatively close by. If it was here, they would have told us that. So I don't know. We'll keep our eyes peeled for a spring, but we'll go back this way where the enemies were, and maybe there's something for us there. Otherwise, we're going to have to hop back down and go look for the cool spring, man, with the special mineral water. Apparently the plants here, they crave the electrolytes, and this... Yeah, we can't go up, so we need to make that grow. You can see that there's only one way. It kind of teases you, the game does, and shows you that, hey, you can get up there. If only you found a way to grow these plants. If only you activated your green thumb, you would then find a way to heights unimaginable. Oh, goodness me. But apparently that's going to be something that we need to, again, find the requisite mineral water for. So this cannot be hop downable. We'll go this way entirely. Do not impale yourself on the asbestos, please. I'd very much like to keep everything healthy here. This one had the dude, the Deku friend in it. This does not have water in it. Now, when they say spring, I expect it to be, like, obvious, right? What is this? This is the crumbling wall. That's right. So, yeah, those were blue down there. Not the mineral water being used on them. It was just regular water, I think. Is there a spring over here? Is that a spring? Oh, you know what? I think it might be. Let's enlist the help of our fairy friend real quick. Dump her all over our face. Excellent. Rub your body on us, Tinkerbell. Navi, very much love to heal. And now we have an empty bottle and we can check this out because this was a pool of water that we fell in. I thought that maybe we'd get, like, I don't know, access to whatever is behind the waterfall, if anything. Goodness knows that Legend of Zelda's games always have something behind the waterfall. If ever presented with an opportunity to see a waterfall, get the heck behind it. Don't look, it's pretty? Yeah, get behind it. It's prettier there where you'll find treasure, presumably. But maybe we get spring water, Mount Crenel, mineral water, yes, it's piping hot. Okay, well, that's not exactly refreshing, and I don't know that you want to dump piping hot water on a plant. You kind of run the risk of harming the poor thing. Oh, goodness gracious, yes, let's boil our water before we water our plants. But hey, what do I know? I'm not a botanist. I'm not any kind of ist, except for, you know, a talkologist. You know, I play video games and I talk a lot, and that's pretty much all I've got going for me. So hey, I'll roll with it. Quite literally. See what I'm saying here? Oh, goodness me. Now we're going to have to do this all again, aren't we? So let's not run the risk of dumping out our mineral water. Let's get the suck back out with the sword so that we can suck these shrooms and transfer ourselves back across the way, where we can then shrink back up and then dump it. Hopefully it only takes one, too. I don't think that was clear, but I'd have to assume that it is only one because the seed that was at the bottom that took the regular mineral water only took a single dumping of the regular water. I would have to imagine, / hope, that that's going to be the case for this one, but who freaking knows? Is it up here? It was. I see the little crack over there. Excuse me, coming through. I'd very much like to access this, thank you. Shrink me! Oops! Honey, I Shrunk the Hero. It's my favorite Disney movie, all right? And I really haven't seen those movies in forever. We had those on VHS. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and shoot, there was another one. Was it Honey, I Shrunk Myself? Or something? It was like a spin-off in a way. I don't actually remember, but it was the husband asking for forgiveness because he done shrunk something that wasn't supposed to be shrunken. And goodness knows that husbands and wives talk about shrunken things all the time, and this is not the channel for that. Oh, but here, it's the channel to dump this on this seed. Oh no! Oh, goodness me, we probably had to do it as Big Link, didn't we? We shrunk, and the water shrunk, and that seed's like, what are you doing, dude? I'm thirstier than that. You're feeding me with a friggin' thimble. No, that's not gonna work. Ah, giblets, fine. I don't even know if we could have gotten that way like that, but I guess, maybe? Oh, I should have considered that before I just did that willy-nilly. Goodness me. Goodness me, it's fine. We can retrace our steps. At the very least, I think, know how to solve this issue, right? Like, I don't know for certain that this is it. Can we get close to it? Like, is that close enough? Man, I don't know. That doesn't feel close enough to me. But what is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, wait a minute. Just suck it off? No. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll just repeat this, and I freaking hope that this is correct. Like, if this isn't correct, then I'm gonna be, I mean, not necessarily at a loss, but kind of at a loss. I'll be a little bit confused. Let me drop down here real quick. I think that it's just this direction. Oh, let's impale ourselves. Perfect. Very good. Thank you. Excuse me, choose. I've already killed like 12 of you. I think that's more than enough slaughter for one stream. All right. I'd very much actually just like to make progress in the way of ascending to the top of the mountain. And if that involves, killing some other things, I think that's fine, but it doesn't have to involve the killing of the chews. And they probably are okay with that, right? I don't know. The chews do seem to reproduce very freaking quickly. I mean, they're just blobs of jelly, so goodness knows that it doesn't take a whole lot to produce that. But, my goodness me, I kill 3 of them, come back 10 seconds later, there's 3 more, kill them, 10 seconds later, there's 3 more! It's incredible. Someone should run a business farming them, because I do believe that they have, magical essence. Although I guess that's not the case in all of the Legend of Zelda games. That was the case in several of them, right? You kill the red ones and they give you the red chew jelly. You kill the green ones, they give you the green chew jelly, and then you can make potions and stuff out of them. I think that's a business model, man. You just spawn the chews and keep them in a pen all nice and neat-like, and then you just take a little bit of them. You don't even have to kill them. You could just, borrow their elbow or something. I don't know what kind of body parts they have. Borrow their little bottom flipper there, whatever the heck that is that they stand on. And then it'll grow back, and you'll just get infinite potions. Therefore, infinite money! And then you can donate to all sorts of causes. You can have a sweet house filled with whatever the heck people who farm chews like. I don't know. I'm not really a farmer of any kind. What do farmers like? Country music and trucks and stuff? You can have that with your chew farm. It'd be great. We ought to tell Talon. He'll get that farming over on Lon Lon Ranch, and he'll be all about it. Cows? Milk? No! Chew juice, man. It is the crop of the future. And the plan of the future here is to dump this right here. I really actually kind of doubt that this is going to work, because we are separated by this baby mountain range. Oh, buddy. Let's try it. Yeah, it didn't work. It didn't work. Of course it didn't work. Ugh. Okay, another thing I'm going to try. I am going to get small again, and I am going to go into that area with the seed, because I wonder, can we put the seed in here? It looks like there should be a vine growing up. You see that? In the wall there's kind of a divot, there was a vine and it eroded away at the surface of the cliff. I don't know. I'm kind of going out on a limb here. I'm just looking for any little bit of a thing close to a solution as I can possibly manage, because I'll admit, and this may come as no surprise to you, I am halfway stumped. Yeah, halfway stumped, believe it or not. It's incredible. So, the only thing we have that's somewhat close to a lead, because I don't know that I actually engaged with this seed all as much as I probably could have. So let's check it out. Let's rub our face on it. Lift. Lift. Yes, we can lift it. Look at this. Link, a freaking athlete. He can jump. He can roll. He can spin around in circles. He can carry giant friggin' legumes the size of friggin' Atlas. Or like he's Atlas carrying the friggin' Earth. It's incredible. Put this right there. Now we can go back and get the water. My giblets. My giblets. This has been the most convoluted gardening project I've taken on since I tried to grow grapes at my grandma's house. Let me tell you what, that actually worked. It worked quite well. They were delicious. They grew on a vine. Granted, it took a long time for them to actually bear fruit, but once they did, ooh, baby, they were delicious. You ever have a freshly grown grape? I mean, you might have, and you might not think they're anything special, but I have, and I thought they were mighty special. Granted, I am a huge fan of fruit, so that probably skews my perception just a tad bit, but hey, fruit's delicious. You'd be hard-pressed to deny me that, and if you said no, I'd probably not believe you. Because, man, fruit is so good, and fruit is a broad term, really. There's so many different kinds of fruit. Not just grapes, of course, but pomegranates, mangoes, apples, oranges, pears, plums. Oh, my! Now I'm hungry. And I mentioned earlier in the stream that I'm going to an all-you-can-eat place after this, but it's probably not going to have very much fruit, being that it's a Chinese buffet. I mean, they might have some fruit, for children and stuff, like a salad bar or something, but I don't know. Traditionally, in my experience, those sort of fruits are sometimes just left out all day. And you get over there, from a distance, you see the pretty colors, you kind of smell the faint scent of sweetness, maybe the air of cantaloupe wafting in the air, and you get over there, and it looks less like solid fruit and more like a fruit mush. Those things have been sitting there. There's a beam of sunlight coming in through the window. They're fermenting. Hopefully that's not the case, right? I'll keep my fingers crossed, and if you're on the Discord or Twitter, I'll let you know whether or not the fruit was satisfactory or even existent at all. But really, if it's not, that's fine too, because like I've mentioned before, I'm just going over there, man, for the noodles. The noodles and the broccoli beef, maybe some egg rolls, and then of course I will try their sushi because that, gosh darn it, is, as mentioned earlier, my favorite food. Ugh! I thought we could roll past that dude, but we could not. We were impaled in the process. It's fine. We're making progress, gosh darn it. We can just curve ourselves back over here. Come on now, Eslo, you gotta wrangle on. Oh man, now go south a little bit. There we go, and we can drop. Beautiful. All right, we have gone back and forth like 17 times. Link's getting his steps in today, all right? Link's the one that's going to an all-you-can-eat buffet. He is getting his exercise, ladies and gentlemen. He is a role model for all of us. But we'd rather not have to go back and forth any more time, so hopefully, well, hold on. I probably don't even need to be small for this, do I? Let me bigify myself. I think that, goodness gracious, I could be friggin' wrong. I hope I'm not, but I think that I actually do need to be normal sized in order to do this. Watch, I might still do it, but I think I nearly just wasted the mineral water again. All right, moment of truth. Look at me. Oh, look at the PNG picture of me. We're dumping. Come on, baby, grow. The plant twitches. It's thriving. It goes upward. We did it. My giblets, Jiminy Christmas. We have conquered the puzzle of the garden, granting us access to this sign. North, Crenel Wall. East, Crenel Mines. Very good. Very good. Do we want to go to the mines? Do we want to go to the wall? I don't know, but that's a question for the next stream. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, we are going to take care of this next time. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So if you are checking this out on Twitch, I'll see you on one of those days. If you want to see the next installation of this, I'll have to see you Monday. But otherwise, you'll see this VOD up on Twitch or you'll see it up on YouTube. So allow me to say, first off, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hope that you enjoyed yourself. There are so many Zelda streams you could have watched, so many streams in general. There's so much things you could have done with your time other than be on this video at all. You could be eating fruit. You could be sucking mushrooms. Who knows? You could be playing this game yourself, but you chose to watch it and listen to me ramble about, and I am so thankful that you did because I had a great time, and it's my goal to bring you a great time, so I hope that was the case as well. If you did enjoy yourself, you can consider following the channel, subscribing to the YouTube channel, following along on Twitter or Instagram as well, where I am active every single day. I post daily LPs on YouTube. The current series is Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, and afterwards, I am covering a Zelda game, so keep a lookout for that. Either which way, though, like I said, I was just glad that you were here today on Twitch or on YouTube or however you're getting this, and I'll see you next time.